welcome to today's video. Today we are going to discuss is an issue which we can face if we are going to use VS Code, Microsoft VS Code, or what we can say as Microsoft Visual Studio Code for Python coding, right? And what that issue is in last video, if you have gone through it in the last video, what we saw how we can install Python, how we can install VS Code into our system and configure it to write the Python code and execute it. In that video, I recommended you guys to install an extra, or you can say an additional extension in VS Code editor, which is Code Runner. Let me show you. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So if we go to VS Code, I told you that we need to install an extension which is called Code Runner. Yeah, here it is, right? This one, right? So when you install this Code Runner, there can be an issue which you need to face, or which you might face. That is, if you are writing the Python code, sometimes it doesn't work. What what do I mean when I say it does not work? For example, if you're writing the Python code and you're trying to get something from the user, those who know Python code, uh, those who know Python, they might understand this. Enter the number. Suppose this is what I'm writing, right? And let us save this as Python program extension, right? We need to select here for Python. Here it is. Yes. Save it. And you can see here that I'm going to show you that what issue can be there if you are using CodeRunner, right? So for example, here I'm getting A as an input from the user, right? So I'm just going to write B, and I'm also going to get this input from the user. Enter the second number. This can be the next instruction which I'm going to write. So here we are getting A and B as an input from the user, right? In which user will be entering some integer values. Okay, so let us say I'm just going to add the two numbers and print the sum of these numbers, right? So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, save it and let us execute it. So as I'm going to execute this, see, I am getting a prompt here to enter the number. If I hit 5, let us say, I'm not able to write it. I'm hitting it on the keyboard, but I'm not able to write anything here. See, I have clicked here and I'm writing anything, but I'm not able to give the input. So what this issue is, this has to be solved, right? So first of all, let us just stop the execution by clicking on the stop code run button, and I'm stopping the execution. Now what you have to do is you have to go to manage. On the bottom left, extreme bottom left, you can see that manage option is there. You click on that and you get this settings option. Click on this settings option. And here under commonly used section, you have to go to extensions. And since we have installed Python extension, click on that. After you clicked on Python extension, you will get this option, edit in settings.json. Click on it and it will open up a file for you. So make sure you don't edit already present code here in any sense. You are not supposed to do any changes into it. So what you have to do is you just click here in the first line, right here, code runner dot run. You can see we are going to use this dot run in terminal. That means by default, the code runner extension which you have installed, it is not enabled to be used in terminal. Here, it is not enabled for use in terminal. You can see it is by default false. So what you have to do is you just have to change it to true. That's it. This is the only thing which you have to do. What? You have to come to settings.json in settings, right? And add this piece of code. After that, you have to hit control S. That means save this file, close it, close the settings, and you can close VS Code also, so that the changes which you did can take place, can be effectively take place, right? So what you have to do is go to VS Code again, open it up, just restarting the VS Code, you can say. Now you have this file already with you. Execute it again. Now see, we will be able to enter the value. See, 6, 7, 30. So this is how we can solve the issue that we are not getting or we are not able to give any input in the terminal if we are using coder. So this was the small piece of code which you have to add in settings.json, and that will resolve your problem. Yeah, I hope you like the video. Thanks.